up, y'all? Happy Tuesday. It's your girl, UC Kayla. Welcome to UC Kayla TV if you're new here, or welcome back if you're one of my regulars. Guys, today we're doing the All-American Homecoming episode review for Season 1, Episode 9, entitled Ordinary People. I really enjoyed the episode. I can't wait to get into it. But before we do, if you have not already, please remember to subscribe to the channel and also like, comment, and share if you like the content, guys. That's the only way I'll know. So we're just going to get right into the episode. I'm going to start off with the synopsis, and then we'll get into the breakdown of the episode. And remember, this is a HBCU themed show, so we will be doing an HBCU themed breakdown. So the synopsis: Simone and the gang rally around Amara as she struggles with what to do next. Coach Marcus is excited about the baseball game he put together. Damon and the team are focused on the game. Thea has a close call with danger, and Simone talks to Jordan. Solid synopsis, and we're about to get into that as to why next. All right, so we'll get into the pregame, or the topics that kicked off the show. So we have Keisha, Simone, and Nate trying to figure out who leaked Amara's mugshots and why she was arrested. Oh yeah, guys, if you see me looking over, I'm looking at my notes. Jordan shows up for their weekend to visit Simone. When he asks her about Damon, he doesn't appear confident that Simone is telling him the truth. Amara tells the crew at the family dinner that she will be resigning from her position at Brinkston. Damon tells JR that his dad recognized his mom and mentioned her name, and now Damon wants JR to ask his mom some questions. But, JR was basically like, hey, my family's going through a lot. My mom's going through a divorce. She's fragile right now. And they agree to table that as brothers. In case you missed the episode, not really brothers. Brinkston's baseball team begins to showcase, and the pitcher, Orlando Johnson, already has it out for Damon. Excuse me, y'all. All right, so let's get into the tailgate topic, or the topics that happen mostly during the show. So Simone, Nate, and Keisha are brainstorming how to celebrate Amara without protesting her wish to resign. Initially, they decide on a party, but Amara found out and shut it down. Thea is nervous about her upcoming date with Kevin. Kevin is the guy that her grandma hooked her up with a couple episodes ago, and asked Simone and Nate to tag along. Coach Shaw, who was the former head coach that was caught in that scandal cheating, he continues to antagonize Coach Turner and even insinuates that he knows something about the medication that Coach Turner takes, which is possible they used to work together. Simone and Jordan talk about why Damon hasn't been around, and Simone actually tells Jordan the truth about why Damon hasn't been around. Jordan understood and didn't get mad. Now, when I say the truth, that is a technicality, and I even had somebody retweet my tweet about that on Twitter and kind of say, did she tell him the truth? Technically, yes, she did tell him the truth, but I'll give my sentiments at the end of the episode. At the end of the review. Damon confronts Orlando to see why he has it out for him. Orlando explains that he was being recruited to Brinkston by Coach Shaw, and that was ruined by Damon's star power. He's also bitter because his whole family attended Brinkston, and when Damon got recruited and he did not, he had to go to another school, obviously. So who are our rival teams or our antagonists this episode? I would definitely say Coach Shaw. He's always an antagonist. And then Orlando Johnson, this opposing team pitcher for Hawkins, Georgia, which is also, all the colleges in the shows are fictional, guys. All-American and All-American Homecoming. All right, so let's get into the halftime show, or the biggest part of the episode. We have Damon saving Thea from a date rape situation with Kevin, and then he sticks around to comfort her. Terry TNT Tucker, Coach Marcus Turner's former teammate, admits to Coach Turner that he took PEDs, which is like a steroid, to get to the minors, and he doesn't want to tell the truth to, the press and everyone. Jordan speaks to Layla several times over the weekend, and Simone asks him about it. She just says that he's being a good friend to her, which is kind of the same sentiments that Jordan said about her and Damon. So it looks like they're both kind of doing their separate things that's a little bit far beyond what's respectful to their relationship. But she couldn't say anything because she knows how she's been with Damon. So there you go. Tensions are mounting at the showcase between Damon and Orlando. When Orlando takes a low blow and actually throws the baseball at Damon's shoulder, Damon takes the mature route and gives an inspirational and motivational speech to Orlando and all the players on both teams to be the best representation of HBCU football. And the guys carry on. Sorry, y'all. The crew shows Amara a video presentation of different people sharing their positive experience of her at Princeton to try to convince her not to resign. She gets emotional when they present her with the video and some flowers and a plaque. All right, so let's go into the post game, which is the bombs dropped at the end of the episode, and we'll pick back up with Amara. So Amara tells the crew why she was arrested. She was breaking into a medical facility with a former classmate named Jada to find evidence for a story that they were illegally billing minorities. And she had to take a semester off to avoid jail time because she and Jada were charged. Everyone understood, and even though they understood, Amara still told them, I'm still resigning. It's time for me to move on. Simone confides in Keisha about her uneasiness with she and Jordan's relationship. Keisha advises her not to project what she has going on with Damon onto Jordan and figure out just simply, do she and Jordan still make sense together instead of trying to make it be about Jordan and Layla, which was great advice. Coach Turner throws away his mental mood disorder medication, and I can't wait to get into that. And then Amara finds out Veronica Skinner, who is Jada's sister. Jada is the person who she broke into the medical facility with, is the one trying to ruin her. So my opinion, I enjoyed the episode. I hope that Amara confronts this Veronica lady, because at the end of the day, I highly doubt that Amara forced Jada to do anything. And even though her future didn't turn out the way that she might have had planned, Amara's future has not turned out the way. Nobody is responsible for anybody else's life. And Amara is not a, vicious person in that way. So I want her to confront this Veronica lady, because it's really not that deep, sis, for you to be trying to get this lady fired and all this kind of stuff. I want Coach Turner I want to know why Coach Turner threw his medication away. Because if you have mental mood disorder, there's no shame in that, and you need to take the medication. Why is he trying to do it without it? Like, I need to know more about what's going on with that. So I hope we get into that in upcoming episodes. I can't say this enough. Simone and Jordan are not going to make it. They're not going to make it. They're not going to make it. So it's just a matter of when at this point. I think that they don't have to be mad, or nobody has to cheat first. Like, I think that, and these are kids, so they're not thinking, I'm an adult. They're not thinking like me. They're adults in real life, but I mean on the show. This is not their thought process. You don't always have to be mad at somebody to go your separate ways. Everything doesn't have to unravel and go bad before you make the decision of, hey, let's just cool it right now. Let's take a break. Because again, they're friends. They're a friend group. So it will probably be better if they just make the decision of, let's just figure out what we're doing as individuals, long distance. Let's enjoy college. Let's do this, that, and the third. And then if it makes sense, we'll come back together. But we'll see what happens. I don't write this show. I'm glad Damon was there for Thea. Damon is just a stand-up guy on and off the baseball field, and I think he definitely proved that last night, because I thought he was going to fight that guy, and that was just so mature of Damon to do. And I'm glad that he was there for Thea, because when you're really inexperienced and she already had anxiety, she has anxiety, period, and then she had anxiety about that dating situation. Had that gone another way, that could have possibly ruined, Thea, because she's very fragile emotionally. So thank God for that. I hope she can recover from that and not give up on finding love. Keisha gives the best advice, and I hope she can take some good advice when it's time for her to decide what her and Cam are going to do to move forward. And lastly, Nate is a great friend as always. That doesn't change. So that's my thoughts on the episode. I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. Let me know what you think down in the comments. I can't wait until next week's episode, because the show is just, this is a strong spinoff. It started strong and it just continues to come every week. I haven't had a week yet where I was like, I wasn't that into this episode. So thank you guys for joining me here at UC Kayla TV. I will see you again next week with my review for next Monday's episode. Have a good week, y'all.